We got a resolution. We finally got a cabin. Bow down, bow down, ba da 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 da. Hey! From Lido to Limbo to where we will share the story with you today. We finally have a cabin. We'll take you through the process, what was offered to us, what we requested, and what actually happened. Plus, baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, move out of the way. A new report shares that Gen Z is about to take over the cruising market by 2028. Let's talk about cruising and cruise news right now on Island Time. A big happy Tuesday to all you Islanders. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for stopping by the show. We've got a great one planned for you today. I am Derek, and it is time that we drop our anchors. We take some time and relax in the islands together. I can relax a little bit easier today. If you didn't see the show yesterday, it's right here. This is a follow-up show. Long story short, Carnival emailed us this email right here and said that your stateroom that you picked on the Carnival celebration for May the 28th is no longer available. You are not going to stay there. Instead, you're going to stay, and it doesn't tell us. We didn't know where we were going to stay. This was not a guaranteed inside assigned cabin. This was a cabin that we picked because we wanted to stay on the Lido deck. The email goes on to say, contact Sailing Support if you need any help. We'll help you out. There's no email address. There's no phone number, but we did indeed get in contact with Sailing Support. You will see on this deck plan right here, we were staying in 16-11. It was an interesting cabin. It was an interior of the interior, an extra hallway, but it's no longer available. And Sailing Support had a couple of options that they wanted to share with us. They said, we can move you to another interior room. Thank goodness. We hoped it would be on Lido. That's what we paid for. That's the experience we wanted. Instead, Sailing Support said, how about this? We've got plenty of interiors on deck 4. Look at this deck plan right here. She said, take a look at deck 4. Any of the blue shaded interior cabins that are open, you can pick from. It's even midship. I said, no. Deck 4 is the lowest passenger deck on the Carnival celebration. We didn't want to stay there. She said, I've got one better for you. Let's move up to deck 5. Let's do deck 5. Take a look at deck 5. Any of these rose pink colored interior cabins that are open, you can choose from. You can have. I said deck 5 is definitely not a deck I want to stay on because deck 6 is Celebration Central. I don't want to stay below Celebration Central. If you didn't think about that, there's noise there. Amanda likes to nap during the day. She likes to sleep at night. We don't want to stay there. I said, is there any way we could stay on Lido deck? And she said, sir, I'm sorry, there's not any more interior cabins open. And I shared with her why we wanted to stay there. We booked and we planned in advance to stay there. I've got to say that the Sailing Support team for Carnival came through big time. Take a look at this deck plan right here. They said we can keep you on Lido deck. What we're going to do is we're going to put you in cabin 16-93. I said, I didn't think there were any more interior cabins available. She said, not for just 2 people. What we're going to do is put you in a cabin that's designed and still open for 4 people, but we're going to let you and your wife stay there. And all I got to say is consider me an entry. Consider me a participant. I could be in the hairy chess contest and be in my cabin 6293 and be outside on Lido deck main pool in 3 seconds. And you may be asking, Derek, would you really enter into the hairy chess contest? My answer is yes. Of course it's yes. The main reason my answer is yes is because they're not doing it anymore. They're not doing it. But if they were, literally, I could be in my stateroom cabin and I could walk out in 3 seconds and be right there on Lido. I was excited about this cabin. I know it's close to the beach pool. It's close to music and things like that. I showed it to Amanda, and she was a little bit taken back. She said, that's going to be loud, right? Am I going to be able to nap at 2 o'clock like I do every day? I said, yes, of course you will, baby. The truth is, I don't know. Is it too loud? Take a look at this and let us know what you think in the comment section below. Is cabin 16293 a cabin that you would take? Would this be okay? Or do you think it would be too loud? Let us know in the comment section below. I think Carnival did us right. I learned some lessons here, and I'm going to pass these on with you. Number one, always check your email. Always communications. This cruise is next March. I didn't expect to hear anything from Carnival, but I checked my email. It was there. Number two, always be the driver of the conversation. I could have waited for Carnival to contact me with another email or maybe a phone call saying this is your new cabin, which looks like it would have been on deck 4 or 5. Instead, I called in. I said I need to speak to the selling support team. They got me there. And number three, I expressed why I booked there. Here's the reason why. It's not just random that we ended up on Lido deck. It was purposeful. And the selling support team for Carnival was great, and they did their best to meet our request. Let us know what you think of this cabin, this location, in the comment section below. Do you think we were done right? I do. Let's talk about this. A new report saying that baby boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, your time is done. You're done. You're not going to be the leading group of people on cruise ships come 2028 because Gen Z is here and they're about to dominate the ship. I'll put up these years right here for those of us who don't know, which you can look at these years from different websites and they vary from baby boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, and Gen Z. On this graph here, on this map, I fall as a millennial. And I don't feel like a millennial. I've got a pretty old soul. But this new report from Grand View Research Incorporated said that we better get ready. Millennials, baby boomers, Gen Xers, you better get ready because Gen Z is set to become the dominating group of cruisers by 2028. They're going to be the group of cruisers that cruise lines are thinking about when they're designing ships and spaces and entertainment and where they're going. And you know what? That's okay because it takes us all. It does. A lot of these Gen Zers have been on cruises because the baby boomers and the Gen Xers and the millennials have taken these Gen Zers on cruises. They fell in love because of us. It's interesting as well in this report they share that the market for cruising is set to rise to $15.1 billion, with half of that revenue coming from cruising from the United States, 25% of that revenue coming from cruising from Europe. It's interesting. The report also shared that the fastest segment of cruising is river cruising. Islanders, first off, have you been on a river cruise? What was your experience? And second, they say that river cruising is going to grow at 13.3% from right now until 2028. Would you go on a river cruise? Would you go on a river cruise? Let us know in the comment section below. I would if it were a free trip or something like that, but I love ocean cruises. I love the big ships, the spaces, the onboard activities, the venues, the entertainment. I enjoy going to other countries. I love the beach. I want to go to somewhere that's got some sun and sand and a drink in my hand with no problems, right? No shoes, no shirt, no problems. That's where I want to go. I enjoy the international aspect of it. I don't plan to go on a river cruise anytime soon, although I know Vikings got a new ship on the Mississippi. They just had to turn around last week. Did y'all see that? They had to turn around because the Mississippi is running low right now. So they had to cut the trip short. But river cruises, nope, it's not for me. I'm going on an ocean cruise. Let me ask you this. What do you enjoy most about an ocean cruise? Would you even consider going on a river cruise? Let us know in the comment section below. Islanders, that is the show today. If you're not an official Islander yet, please consider subscribing. Ring that bell to receive notifications when we upload content. We would love for you to do that, and you would receive that content via your phone, a notification on your phone, your iPad. You could watch it whenever you wanted. If you're interested in booking a trip, Amanda and I are your travel advisors. Shoot us an email at travel@bookislandtime.com. It's right down here. We will take care of you, help you plan, help you book your cruise. It's going to be a vacation of a lifetime. Islanders, we hope you have a great day. We'll see you in the comment section below, over on Facebook, and of course, tomorrow right here on Island Time.